Today's lecture is on dual slope analog to digital converter. It basically consists of three operational amplifier. With the operational amplifier 1, high input impedance buffer or voltage follower, where its non-inverting terminal can be connected with the three input V input, V reference or to the ground, while the comparator, the operation amplifier 2 act as an integrator which is connected through resistance R and capacitor C. Its output is V2. Operation amplifier 3 which act as a comparator, where is in non-inverting terminal is connected to the ground. The output of this operation amplifier goes to the control logic, which control the switch S1 and switch SW2, where capacitor CZ, which is connected to the inverting terminal of operation amplifier 2, is called capacitor auto 0. And control logic also control the counter, which will generate corresponding digital code. So operation amplifier 1 is a high input impedance buffer. Operation amplifier 2 is an integrator. Operation amplifier 3 is a comparator. Another important point is V reference is usually opposite to that of V input. So initially what will happen, the switch SW1 and SW1 is connected to ground and SW2 is connected to the is closed. So what will happen, so the CZ will get charged towards the value V2. So it will charge to the value of V2 until the output of V2 will be 0. The moment the output is 0, so the comparator output negative or logic 0. This will give the command and then switch SW. This will give the command and switch S2 will be opened and S1 and S2 will be opened. Now the capacitor has the voltage that will overall nullifying it, or the output is actually 0. Now what we will do, now switch SW1 will be connected to input, and so the output of V2 will start charging towards the input, and it goes in negative, and this integration will be done for 2 to the power n clock pulses for n bit converter, 2 to the power n clock pulses. So output will be minus integration 1 upon RC and the input voltage V in dt. Suppose let's say it is integrated for the t1 period of time, so output will be minus V in upon RC t1. So the slope for this period will be minus V in by RC. Now the switch SW1 will be connected to V reference VRF. It has opposite polarity to that of V input. So the output will be minus 1 by RC minus V reference dt. So V reference is negative and negative will be positive. So output will plus initial. So output will be integration 1 by RC V reference dt plus initial value, and this initial value was actually the previous value that it has. So V output is V reference by RC T2 minus V input by RC T1, and we know at this for the after T2 period the output is actually going to be 0. So when it is 0, so these two terms should be add up to the 0. So V reference by RC T2 equal to V in RC into T1. RC and RC will cancel out, so T2 will be V in into T1 by V reference, and T1 is constant and V reference is also constant, because T1 actually depends upon the clock pulses. So in this way the T2 is actually proportional to V input. And for let's say if the clock pulse that we are using has a time period of Tc, and since there are 2 to the power n clock pulses were used, so T1 will be 2 to the power n time Tc. So in that way T2, and while the T2 will be will be the period and until when its output is going to be 0. So T2 is NTC. So if we rearrange it, then we will get, of course, T2 was V in T1 upon VRC. So T2 was NTC equal to V in 2 to the power n Tc upon V reference. Tc and Tc will cancel out. So n will be V in to the power n by V reference into V in. So this is the output. So this is the output of corresponding digital code that we will get